Let me ask you something honest. Do you know exactly where your money went last month? Not roughly, not kind of, exactly. If your answer is no, you are not alone. Studies show that over 65% of people have no idea where their paycheck disappears every single month. And that one problem, not earning too little, not the economy, not bad luck, that one problem of not knowing where your money goes is the number one reason most people never build real wealth. But here is the good news. You do not need a finance degree. You do not need a complicated spreadsheet. You do not need to suffer through a miserable budget that cuts out everything you enjoy. You just need 5 simple rules. Rules that actually work in 2025. Rules that fit your real life. By the end of this video, you will have a complete budgeting system you can start using today. Let's get into it. Before the 5 rules, let me tell you why most budgets fail. Because if you have tried budgeting before and quit, it was not your fault. Most budgets fail because they are built on restriction. Cut this. Stop that. Never enjoy anything. That is not a budget. That is a punishment. And nobody sticks to a punishment for long. The budgeting rules I am about to share are not about cutting your life down to zero. They are about giving every single dollar a job, so your money works for you instead of disappearing without a trace. Think of it like managing a team. If your employees just wander around with no tasks, nothing gets done. But give each one a clear job, and suddenly everything runs smoothly. Your money is exactly the same. Now, rule number 1, and this one alone could change your financial life forever. Rule number 1 is called the 50-30-20 rule, and it is the simplest, most powerful budgeting framework ever created. Here is how it works. Take your monthly income after tax, split it into 3 buckets. 50% goes to needs, rent, food, utilities, transportation, the things you absolutely cannot live without. 30% goes to wants, eating out, Netflix, shopping, travel, the things that make life enjoyable. 20% goes to savings and investments, your Roth IRA, your emergency fund, your future wealth. That is the entire system. If you earn $3,000 a month, 1,500 goes to needs, 900 goes to wants, and 600 goes directly to building your future. No complicated categories, no tracking every single coffee, just 3 buckets and a clear plan. The 50-30-20 rule works because it gives you freedom within structure. You are not told to never have fun. You have 30% specifically set aside for fun. Start here. Master this one rule first, then build on it. Rule number 2 is the habit that separates people who build wealth from people who always feel broke. Pay yourself first. Here is what most people do. They get paid. They pay rent. They pay bills. They buy groceries. They spend on weekends. And then, at the end of the month, they save whatever is left over, which is usually nothing. Here is what wealthy people do. They get paid. The first thing that happens before rent, before bills, before anything, is a fixed amount moves automatically into savings and investments. They do not save what is left after spending. They spend what is left after saving. That one mindset flip is the difference between struggling at 50 and retiring wealthy at 60. Set up an automatic transfer on payday, even if it is just $50 a month to start. Make it automatic so you never have to think about it. Because here is the truth. If the money is in your checking account, you will spend it. Human beings are wired that way. Remove the temptation entirely. Pay yourself first. every single month, without fail. Rule number 3 is going to save you hundreds, maybe thousands, of dollars every single year. It is called the 24-hour rule. Any time you want to buy something that is not a necessity and costs more than $30, you wait 24 hours before buying it. That is it. Just wait one day. Here is why this works. Most impulse purchases are driven by emotion, excitement, boredom, social pressure. But emotions fade fast. Studies show that over 70% of impulse purchases feel regrettable within 24 hours. So before you buy those shoes, that gadget, that online course, that thing you saw on Instagram at midnight, sleep on it. If you wake up the next day and still genuinely want it, buy it guilt-free. It passed the test. But 9 times out of 10, you will wake up and realize you did not actually need it at all. The 24-hour rule is not about deprivation. It is about intentional spending. Buying things that truly add value to your life, not things that just felt exciting for 5 minutes. Rule number 4 is the one most people skip. And it is exactly why most people stay broke. Track your spending every week. Now, before you say that sounds boring and painful, hear me out. I'm not asking you to log every single transaction manual in a notebook. It takes literally 5 minutes a week. That is it. Every Sunday, open your banking app. Look at what you spent that week. Categorize it into needs, wants, and savings. See if it lines up with your 50-30-20 plan. That 5-minute weekly check-in does something powerful. It keeps you conscious of your money, and conscious spending is the foundation of all wealth building. Most people are financially unconscious. Money comes in, money disappears. They have no idea what happened. You are going to be different. Use a free app like Mint, YNAB, or even just your bank's built-in tracker. Set aside 5 minutes every Sunday. Make it a ritual. Because you cannot improve what you do not measure, and the people who track their spending consistently build wealth consistently. Rule number 5 is the one that sounds small but adds up to something massive over time. Introduce no-spend days into your week. A no-spend day is exactly what it sounds like. One day you spend $0, no coffee shop, no online shopping, no food delivery, 0. Start with just 2 no-spend days per week. If you currently spend an average of $30 per day on non-essentials, 2. No spend days per week saves you $60 a week. That is $240 a month. That is $2,880 per year. Nearly $3,000 just from 2 days a week of intentional restraint. Put that into your Roth IRA at 8% annual growth, and in 30 years, that becomes over $350,000, tax-free, from 2 no-spend days per week. The math is almost unbelievable, but it is completely real. No-spend days also train your brain to find free joy, cooking at home, reading, walking, calling a friend. Things that cost nothing but add real richness to your life. Start this week. Pick 2 days. Spend nothing. Watch how quickly it changes your relationship with money. Let me bring it all together for you. Rule 1. Use the 50-30-20 framework. Needs, wants, savings. 3 buckets, simple and powerful. Rule 2. Pay yourself first. Automate your savings before you spend a single dollar. Rule 3. Use the 24-hour rule. Wait before every non-essential purchase over $30. Rule 4. Track your spending every Sunday, 5 minutes, non-negotiable. Rule 5. 2. No spend days per week. Small habit, massive long-term result. These 5 rules are not complicated. They do not require sacrifice, they just require consistency. And consistency, applied over years, is the only real secret to financial freedom. You do not need to be rich to start. You just need to start to become rich. Pick one rule from this video, just one, and implement it this week. Not next month, not when the timing is perfect. This week. Your financial future is built one decision at a time. And the decision you make today matters more than you know. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe to Financial Lens, and drop a comment below telling me which rule you are starting with. I will see you in